Hey everybody, this is Robert Price. So we're back with another lesson. So we're going to cover the minor six chord pretty much, okay? It's updated because I did it before, but I was actually under the weather. I really wanted to do the video, so I did the video anyway, although I was sick. So my voice was really hard to understand in that video. So I just wanted to update it, okay? But I really think you guys are going to get a lot out of this video alone, okay? So for this example, and I think the last example that I did in that video, I was in C sharp. But this right here, I wouldn't just have the key in mind. I want you to take the concept, okay, and use this whenever, all right? So this is the minor six, okay? This is the chord. So in church, I'm pretty sure you guys have done this before. This right here. Right? In the climatic part of the service. Right? Right? I know you guys have done that. Right? So on this chord right here, I want to point out some things that you can do. Some people just play it like this, which is okay. You may change the inversions and things like that. You may change up the inversions, which is okay. But I actually want to show you a couple of things that you can do to expand this chord, all right? So, like I said, we're going to be in the key of D flat. All right? All right, so here we go. I'm going to give you the chord. This is the chord right here in root position, just in case you don't know it. You have G flat, you have A, you have D flat, and E flat, okay? All right. So that's the chord. Of course, take it and learn it in each inversion, right? All right. So the first hack I want to give you is using this minor six chord and applying the diminished walkup. I actually call it like a diminished six type of thing. So in one of my videos, I showed you guys that anytime you're on a minor chord, like if you're on the six or the two, if we're in C sharp or D flat, you can think of it, and if you're going to stay on that chord a little bit, do a movement. You can do like a minor six movement like this. I mean, a diminished six movement. Right? Right? So, okay. So that right there is if I'm on E flat minor, I'm going to do that diminished six walk up or walk down. Okay. So if I'm I'm on a 4, 3, I'm on that 2. If I'm going to be on that 2 for a while, that's a minor chord. Anytime you're on a minor chord, you can apply that. My melody is that D flat, so I can do, right? Just to add in some extra feel, right? Right? So in this case, we're on a minor. We're on that 4. We're on a minor 4, right? And this, a lot of times when you're doing this, right? You see how long I'm on that one chord? So I can do something like this. I'm going to break it down to you. You know? You see what I'm doing? So, and you don't have to play it necessarily like that. In other times, it may be a little bit faster. But if you practice it slow, you can do some amazing things with it, okay? And I'm actually going to show you other things too. So I think I said I can do 3. I'm going to show you like 3 different things. So we're going to do the diminished little movement. I'm going to show you that. And then I'm going to show you other chords you can do, okay? So here we go. All right, so if we're starting from, just to get a little bit more in the middle of the keyboard, let's say that we're right here, okay? I'm going to show you how you can walk up or you can walk down from this position right here. Every inversion, you should know where to go, okay? So if we're doing this, we're on that 5, and and we do this, okay? Right here, you can do it like a drop two. So here we go. We're gonna take that F sharp or that G flat. We're gonna put it in the bottom, okay? If you wanna walk down, this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna do this. Now we're gonna go to a diminished chord, okay? This is what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna be switching from that that F sharp minor 6 to an A flat diminished, okay? Okay? The whole movement is this. That's the whole movement, okay? It's just that we're gonna be switching the inversions. So if I wanna walk down a couple of times, it's gonna sound like this. Okay? If I want to walk up, it's gonna sound like this. Okay? So let's break that down. So if I'm here, remember, I'm gonna take the second to the highest note, which is that G flat. We're gonna put it down here. Okay? So I have D flat, E flat, and A. Okay? And F sharp in my left hand. Okay? So let's walk it down. Now we're gonna, if we go down chromatically in our left hand, we're gonna go down to that F. Okay? That F is in this A flat diminished, okay? But it's a drop two because the F is the second to the highest note. So I'm gonna put it down at the bottom. Okay? Now, hopefully if you're sticking with me, you're gonna be able to do some really good stuff when you come across this type of chord, okay? So here we go. We have, all right, let's go to the next inversion if we were going down. Okay? So in our left hand, we have E flat, okay? In our right, we have A, D flat, and G flat, okay? All right, so we have, all right, I'll walk it down 2 more times. All right, now we have this. So in our left hand, we have D. In our right hand, we have A flat, B, and F, okay? All right, now if you think I'm going too fast, just kind of pause it and maybe go over the chords or write them down, okay? So you are not trying to play the chord while I'm saying it, because if that's the case, it will be kind of hard to kind of keep up. Okay, but here we go. This is the last one if we're walking down, okay? So we have D flat in our left hand. In our right hand, we have G flat, A, and E flat. Okay? Usually if I didn't do the drop two, that D flat would be right there. But of course, taking that second to the highest note, putting it down here. So if we were starting from the top, if we're doing this, we're in a song, and I can't really think of a song off the top of my head, but there are so many songs, and especially in gospel, to where you're doing this at the end. Even if you were just in worship, right? Right? Like, you do that so many times. So you can literally do, you see what I just did? That's kind of cool, right? You know? All right. So I'm going to give you a couple of the chords going up. If you started from this, but you can start anywhere. If you started from this one, you can do, right? All right. So we're going to start here again. And I already gave you this one. Okay. So you already have this one. So we're just going to go up now. Let's go here. All right. So we have A flat in our left hand. In our right hand, we have D, F, and B. Okay? All right, so now our next one. In this one, we have A in our left hand. In our right hand, we have E flat, G flat, and D flat. I almost said A, but I had to remember that A is down here. Okay? So we have this. All right, we're gonna do this one and then one more, and then that'll be it for at least the drop 2 version of this. Okay, so all right, we have this diminished chord. We have B in our our left hand. In our right hand, we have F, A flat, and D. Okay. All right, so definitely practice this. It's the last one. All right, and this is D flat. I think we covered it when we was walking down. So we have D flat in our left hand, and in our right hand we have G flat, A, and E flat. Okay, so next time you're in a high praise moment or just a high worship, you can, if you're in C sharp, you can do this. Right? I'm about to walk it up. You see what I did? So yeah, and I'm playing that D flat major chord over that 5. A lot of times you will play that. Whatever inversion. Okay, just a D flat major chord. That's D flat, F, and A flat. Okay, definitely learn all your inversions. Okay. All right. So the second thing I want to do is I want to just give you a chord, just a straight up chord that you can play. So instead of doing this, you could do something like this. You know how, I know you guys have heard this before. You just extend, instead of playing this this inversion, instead of that G flat at the top, instead of that G flat at the top, you put A flat and bring it back down. I'm gonna give you something else you can do. So you can do this. Let's say you're on a 5. Do something like this. You may not hear the difference, but it's a difference. You're putting that F in there, okay? A lot of times I'll do this, okay? It almost looks like this. And I'm actually gonna show you that too. You can actually do both, just to let you know. So I'm gonna give both of them to you. You can do this. You can do this. Or you can do this. I'm gonna break down both. See, that changes a lot of stuff right there. And then, so now you're back. Because when you're in a minor like that, especially on that minor 4, you can think of it as if you're playing in the key of E major, okay? I hope that's not over your head. Just kind of know that. If I break down the theory, maybe it can kind of be a little bit of a longer video than I wanted to. But anytime you're playing these types of this minor chord like this, you can think of it as if you're in the key of E major for that little time period. So that's why you can get away with doing something like this. Because that's a 2 you would play in the key of E. Okay? I'm holding it just so you can see it. That's a 2. You right? The G flat or the F sharp is the 2 of E. See? So, right? But let me give you that first chord. I don't want to get away from that. So here we go. That first chord, when I did this, you have A, you have D flat, you have F, and A flat. Okay? So kind of throw that in there in the midst of all of this, right? You know, if you're in this position right here, you can do something like this, right? And what I do sometimes, I'll walk it up from the F. I'll do F, G flat. Then when I get to that A flat, I'll do, right? Just to add some tension to it. Okay? So that's sweet right there, that type of chord. You know? And then just bring it back to the chord that you already know. Okay? And then you're still doing it. They won't even notice it. you know? So that's not something that I kind of take them out. But if you do something like this, yeah, you could do that. So this is the third thing, okay? I said 3. So I guess these 2 chords, I just kind of separated. That would give it 3, but I'll give you something else too. So here we go. This chord right here, I'm playing 2 notes with my thumb. I'm playing A and B with my thumb, okay? I also have D flat, and I have E and A flat, all right? And I just go right back to the same chord that we already know. A, D flat, E flat, and G flat. Okay? So literally, on this 4, that minor 4, you can literally, you can do your drop, you know, your walk down or walk up, literally. You can do this, right? And that's really like a minor major 7. Because that's your minor chord right here. You got the major 7, add 9. So it's like a minor major 7, add 9. Right? But that's pretty cool. And then you can also do this. Right? So now I'm going to take it even further. A lot of times when I do this chord right here, when I'm thinking about I'm in the key of E for a little bit, I actually do a run sometimes. So I'll do something like this. You see how I came back? So I'll do or so, and that right there will just kind of spare the moment stuff. So I'm just thinking about different things I would do. So everybody got their own little runs and things that they do. So if you're in E, if we're thinking about E for that moment, you can do maybe like a pentatonic run. And then now you're back to C sharp or D flat, okay? So I'll just do it again. You know? Or let me see. So I've done this before. I've done that before. So I'll just give you that, because that's kind of cool. When you throw that in there, that can turn heads right there. So yeah, I do some of this stuff in service, y'all. So, and especially when you're with the band, you guys are really flowing together, and you get to this chord right here, and you pull out something like this, you're right, and you get right back to the key for that next note. It can really add more to that moment. Okay, so let me show you that. That left hand chord voicing is G flat, D flat, and E. Okay, that's pretty full, right? So you can hit the chord. I already gave you this chord already. Once you hit it first, you can do so the first chord is this, just a regular E major chord. I have an E major, it's just in first inversion, okay? So I have A flat, B, and E, okay? All right? Man, I think this video going a little bit longer than I wanted, but it's okay. Like, this is going to be really good. I really feel like you guys will benefit from this, okay? So we have, so now we have A, D flat, and G flat, okay? All right, so you got that first chord, second chord. Now you're back to playing another E major chord. This is second inversion right now. So you have B, E, So E as in elephant, and you have A flat. All right. So you're still over that 4. You're still on 4. Now I'm gonna give you this chord right here. You may not have time because sometimes you'll probably be able to do this. Okay. So either way, you want to come back to this chord right here. Okay. But you don't have to. That's the great thing about this, you know. So all right. So this right here is actually one of the chords. See? So you could do. You could do that, okay? So I'm just gonna give you that option. So I didn't give you that last chord. So I have D flat, I have E, G flat, and A, okay? Now with that E, I grace it, okay? So you could do this. You can actually play the whole chord. I just grace it and end up just playing a regular, that's just a F sharp minor, just a different inversion, okay? So I have D flat, G flat, and A. So, all right. So when I did this, I came back to that E major chord, this one right here, okay? And then, so here we go. I'm gonna do it again. Here we go. Man, so depending on how fast or slow, you can add in a lot of stuff. And now I do this when it's really not a singer going on, okay? Now, if a singer is singing, I've actually done it before with a singer too. I can't lie. But like I said, if it was like doing a climax where it's just everything is just really, you know, you're really just pounding on the keys at that point, it really wouldn't matter. It just depends. But if this is just one of the times where the band is just playing and people are worshiping or things like that, you can definitely do this, okay? So I'm going to do it one more time and we'll get out of here, okay? Here we go. Okay, so you see how I did this? Or you could have done this. Okay, so you guys have some options today, for real. So you see what I did? All right, so I'm gonna let you guys at least, you know, get some time with that one. I really hope this brought some value. And don't forget, if you want more of this, maybe more ideas or in a different key, just let me know. I can make some personal videos for you for a small fee via email. I'm gonna put that in the description. So hope you like, share, subscribe.